Difference between an astronaut and a cosmonaut. The terms astronaut and cosmonaut both refer to individuals trained to travel and work in space. However, these terms have different origins and are used in distinct contexts. Here are the key differences. 1. Origins and usage. The term astronaut is primarily used by the United States and other Western countries. It is derived from the Greek words astron, meaning star, and nautes, meaning sailor, essentially meaning star sailor. In contrast, cosmonaut is used by Russia, formerly the Soviet Union, and comes from the Greek words cosmos, meaning universe, and nautes, meaning universe sailor. 2. Space agencies. Astronauts are typically associated with space agencies like NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, in the United States, ESA, European Space Agency, JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, and others. Cosmonauts are associated with the Russian Space Agency, currently Roscosmos, and historically with the Soviet space program. 3. Historical context. The term cosmonaut was coined during the Cold War when the Soviet Union was competing with the United States in the space race. Yuri Gagarin, the first human to journey into outer space, was a Soviet cosmonaut. The term astronaut became widely recognized with the U.S. Apollo missions, including Neil Armstrong's historic moon landing. 4. Training programs. Both astronauts and cosmonauts undergo rigorous training programs, but these programs differ in their specifics due to the distinct methodologies and technologies of their respective space agencies. NASA's training program includes water survival, weightlessness training, and extensive technical and scientific education. Roscosmos's training emphasizes physical conditioning, survival training in various environments, and learning to operate Soyuz spacecraft. 5. Language and communication. Cosmonauts primarily train and communicate in Russian, as this is the official language of Roscosmos and the International Space Station, ISS, operations involving Russian modules. Astronauts from NASA and other space agencies often train in English and must also learn Russian to work on the ISS, as it is a bilingual environment. 6. Spacecraft and missions. Astronauts and cosmonauts historically flew on different spacecraft. Astronauts used NASA's Space Shuttle and currently use SpaceX's Crew Dragon and Boeing's Starliner. Cosmonauts have traditionally flown on Soyuz spacecraft. Collaboration on the ISS has brought these two groups together, with joint missions and shared spacecraft utilization. 7. Cultural significance. The roles of astronauts and cosmonauts are celebrated differently in their respective countries. In the U.S., astronauts are often seen as national heroes, celebrated for their bravery and contributions to science and exploration. In Russia, cosmonauts hold a similar revered status, with historic figures like Yuri Gagarin being celebrated as pioneers of human spaceflight. 8. International collaboration. Despite the historical and political differences, astronauts and cosmonauts work closely together on international missions, particularly on the ISS. This collaboration underscores the shared goal of space exploration and scientific discovery, transcending national boundaries. Conclusion. While the terms astronaut and cosmonaut may originate from different historical and cultural contexts, both refer to highly trained professionals dedicated to exploring and working in space. Their collaboration in international space missions highlights the universal human quest for knowledge and exploration beyond Earth,